for my opinion, if I may get a little spicy, just aligning the top first. I think that that's where I start my approach, because so often we forget that like AI is an amplifier, like it enhances what's already there. So if there's misalignment at the top, and maybe it's the board saying we need to use AI, but not actually like giving resources or guidance or structure or bringing anyone in to coach the executives, that's going to be felt throughout the whole entire organization.
Always try to get you to 50 to 60% there, and then you can come in, your writers can come in, do what they do best, and jazz things up. But this is my cheeky way of not having to submit a content brief for our team, and they already know the title, the date, audience information, and kind of general overview of what the webinar is going to be about.
Because what you're trying to do is become, it's like word of mouth, but word of an artificial mouth. It's top of mind, but top of an artificial mind. How do you make your brand top of mind with this artificially intelligent recommendation tool? It's deeper down into the funnel. SEOs won't win unless they know how to answer questions, address objections, and use supportive evidence, which are the classic conversion methods that the search kids don't necessarily pay much attention to.
You've actually put it live. Right. And I think the reason why I'm kind of like parsing through there is the comfort level with getting to a place where you're starting to say like, hey, I am going to be an AI leader. We are going to be an AI driven company. That comes from having use cases and applications in the wild that are working with your employees and your teams, that are working with your customers, and that are really starting to kind of pull that out and draw that through, right? So for us, and for me, that NLP use case that we mentioned is something that we go back to again and again, right? Like every time we run a webinar, we will add that to our corpus of knowledge. And now we have 50,000 beginners who are asking these questions about ChatGPT. That informs our product roadmap. That informs what we need to cover with onboarding content. That informs so many different things that happen across the business. And it's really about that gathering the large body of information and then applying it in lots of different spots.
But imagine a world where, based on your role and the objectives of your company, we're able to recommend and surface up clips that are relevant in order to achieve the outcomes that you want to achieve.
Over 1,000, thousands of AI teammates. And this is just an evolution of this org chart where these AI teammates can actually be connected to each other so that they form workflows.